Selling your business should feel like the finish line. Years of hard work, late nights, and personal sacrifice finally paying off. But for many successful business owners, it's not celebration that follows. It's uncertainty. I've seen it so many times. The funds hit your account, $5, $10, $50 million. Everyone congratulates you, and suddenly there's silence. For the first time in years, there's no Monday morning urgency, no payroll, no fires to put out. And instead of the relief, the first question that hits is, what now? Here's the part no one prepares you for. Selling your business changes everything, and not just financially, but emotionally. One of my clients, let's call him Mark, sold his manufacturing company in Calgary at 48 years old. He had built it from the ground up over 20 years, starting in a rented warehouse with one employee. He told me the first few weeks after closing the sale were surreal. For 2 decades, his phone never stopped. Suddenly, it didn't ring. He sold for just over $7 million, structured over a mix of shares and an earnout, and after tax, he was left with around $4.8 million. For most people, that's life-changing money. But for Mark, it came with a feeling that he hadn't expected. Disconnection. His income stopped. His purpose shifted, and he realized he had no clear plan for what this next stage looked like. And that's the moment so many entrepreneurs face, because once the deal closes, you are no longer a business owner. You become a wealth owner. And those are two completely different skill sets. When we first met, Mark's funds were sitting in a corporate account earning next to nothing. Like most business sellers, he'd spent months negotiating the deal structure, share sale, earnout, non-competes, but almost no time thinking about what happens after. We ran projections and discovered that with no planning, close to 20% of his proceeds would just eventually be lost to tax from unnecessary withdrawals. Between capital gains, dividends, and future withdrawals, his after-tax wealth could shrink by millions over time. From there, we built a post-sale wealth plan. It started with restructuring his holdco and personal registered account holdings to defer tax efficiently, creating an income smoothing strategy for the next decade, and aligning his investment portfolio with his new life goals. Within that first year, Mark went from feeling uncertain about every financial decision to having a clear step-by-step roadmap for how to sustain his lifestyle, reinvest his proceeds, and protect his family's future. If we haven't met, I'm Sheldon, a wealth advisor working with affluent Gen X and millennials who've built a portfolio of $500,000 or more in investable assets. Many of them are entrepreneurs who've recently gone through a major liquidity event. My team and I don't just manage portfolios. We help clients turn windfalls into long-term purpose, strategy, and peace of mind. A proper post-sale plan answers 3 questions every business seller faces. Number 1, how much is enough? We model lifestyle costs, family goals, and long-term spending to determine the exact future amount needed to sustain your lifestyle indefinitely. It's the difference between guessing and knowing. Number 2, how do I protect it? That means a properly designed portfolio for long-term growth, but also capital protection. Use of insurance where advantageous. Potentially looking at trusts if there are minors to consider. A will review and estate strategies, all to protect what you've built from tax erosion, market volatility, and of course, the unexpected. Number 3, what do I want this wealth to do? For some, it's taking a year off to travel or spending more time with family. For others, it's funding the next business or creating a legacy plan for their family. The goal isn't just to preserve wealth. It's to align with what matters most to you. The biggest shift from Mark came when he saw his financial plan laid out visually, line by line and year by year. We projected his portfolio growth, tax issues, and lifestyle spending all the way through age 95. When he saw that his wealth could continue to grow even while drawing a 6-figure income each year, the anxiety disappeared. You could see the weight come off his shoulders. What started as a windfall turned into a structured plan, one that gave him the freedom to enjoy life without worrying whether he was spending too much or paying too much tax to the CRA. That's when he told me, for the first time since selling, I actually feel in control again. If you've sold a business or are preparing to, you know the sale itself is only half the story. The real challenge is turning that one-time liquidity event into long-term, tax-efficient, purpose-driven wealth. My team and I specialize in helping clients navigate that transition, from business ownership to wealth ownership, with a clear, coordinated plan that aligns with your goals, lifestyle, and legacy. If this resonates with you, the next step is simple. Reach out and let's start mapping out what comes next for you.